Hey guys, SuperITSU here, and sorry, I have a battle for you against JD142 or JDW142, and he's a really good battler. This is in the RU tier, and I'm just using my standard team with the standard Claydol, um banded, what's it called, banded Honchkrow and all that stuff. And he looks like he has a pretty good team too, and he has a small trace, which is a big threat. So I just want to get Stealth Rocks up pretty fast, and I know that I can at least take 2 hits from him with my Dusk Noir. So I go out into Dusk Noir to take that. But he makes a mistake here and just stays in. I guess he was going for the flinch here, but I guess that he didn't know that I had the Rock Slide. So I take him out early, and that's really, really good. And sorry, this might be a little too fast. He goes out into Golurk. I just Shadow Sneak because I want to scout what set it is, and this guy's pretty much useless right now anyway. So and I'm actually really happy with that damage because I know that he can at least break a sub now. So that's really nice for me, actually. So we'll see what happens now. Shadow Punches, easily going to take me out since I'm a specially defensive variant. And now we're tied at 5-5. So I go out into my my Typhlosion, which is way better than Manectric. And I hit Empower Grass because I was kind of predicting the what's his name to switch in, Kabutops. He just goes for the knockoff on my Ferroseed while I switch out. Didn't really matter too much in the long run, although it did make me a lot more frail. But I made a few mistakes this match, like you'll see when they come up. But I just made some big mistakes here, and because pretty much I didn't think that his team had a spinner, and this part is pretty long here. Actually, it's pretty much like a big stall war coming up. But I didn't think that his team had a spinner because I didn't know that Kabutops got Rapid Spin. So that was pretty dumb, which kind of made me lose the match on how I played at the end. But you'll see what I mean. And yeah, I did lose, but it was a really good battle, so you should watch. And yeah, pretty much we're just stalling out here while he keeps wishing and healing up his stuff. But here, I knew he was going to switch out into this guy, but I figured that he had a lot less HP than he did, so I went for the Gyro Ball instead of the Leech Seed, which kind of matters. But coming up here, this part really matters. I go out into my Poliwrath while he sets up the substitute, and I know I can tank most of his hits after one bulk up. So Earthquake does less than a third here. So that was pretty good. And I am able to break his sub this turn while he goes for the Focus Punch. And I'm pretty sure that this mattered because he actually gets a crit here. And I got really mad at this because that crit definitely mattered. But just because of how much Earthquake did, I'm pretty sure that that mattered since it's not stab or anything. But that'll really matter when you see it in a few minutes. But I just Pursuit Trap him, so it all works out fine. So he goes into his Steelix now, and I believe I got into Claydol. Yeah, so that I could Rapid Spin away his rocks. So that works out nice. I believe I go for the Rapid Spin here. Let me see. Yeah, I go for the Rapid Spin. And useless crit, blah blah blah, whatever. And yeah, pretty much it's all just friggin'. It's a lot of these 4 pokes: Ferroseed, Manectric, Clefable, and Claydol. Since Claydol can pretty much like wall Manectric, and I can set up spikes and shit on with Ferroseed, so it works out really well. And I go for a Toxic here in case he did want to switch in his Kabutops to try and get some extra damage on my Claydol, so I couldn't keep walling his Manectric, and he could pretty much take out my Ferroseed, so I couldn't sit up anymore. But he goes for a knockoff there again, I guess predicting me to stay in, while I get up another layer of spikes. But here I go for the Leech Seed, I believe. Yeah, so that when my Claydol does switch in, it'll have more HP. It'll get most of its HP back after the overheat. So that's mainly why I did it, and I could get off some extra damage on this Manectric. So it works out pretty well, in my opinion. But yeah, this is just a big stalwart, kind of. But yeah, I'm gonna start uploading more. I'm gonna try and find a live narration in a few days. I'll probably upload it tomorrow or Monday. It really just depends on when I get when I have the time. But oh yeah, here's the big part. Because I didn't know that Kabutops could learn Rapid Spin, after I got up my last layer of spikes, I pretty much just decided to sack my Pharaoh Seed, which was a really bad play on my part. Because again, I didn't know that he got Rapid Spin, and I definitely would have kept it if he didn't. If I knew that he got Rapid Spin. And I go out into my what's his name, Haunch Crow, going for the Sucker Punch. I have no clue why I did that either. I should just Brave Birded, because that would have done a lot. And he roars, predicting that switch, which was a good play. And even though this was a crit, I'm really happy with this damage. That's Banded, Brave Bird, and that was a crit. That actually did like a lot considering Steelix times 4 resists, I believe. And he's just a big defensive Behemoth. So I just Eruption. I take him out. He doesn't have his rocks up, so that's good. And he goes out into Kabutops. Here is probably the worst part of the match. I stayed in. I shouldn't have stayed in at all. I should have switched out and sacked my what's his name, my Claydol, because I'm pretty sure I think the reason why I did this was I wasn't sure if I could outspeed his Manectric with my what's his name? Sorry, Typhlosion, because I'm not modest. I mean, I'm not timid. I'm modest. And here's another mistake I make. I figured, well, this crit kind of mattered, but not really. But I figured that Sucker Punch would at least like that he would be able to take it. Like Sucker Punch would be able to go before Aqua Jet, but I was wrong, I guess. So I mean, whatever. And this is the end of the match. So I sped this match up really long because it was like really fast, because it was like 42 turns long or something like that. So I'm sorry if this match seemed really fast, but I had to get this match in. Again, I'll try and upload again tomorrow. We'll see how it is. So yes, this is SuperITSU. Rate, comment, sub, and peace.